You guys had a great crowd. You had a really great crowd. It was loud all night, a lot of great energy. Students were there supporting their team. Made it really hard for us to communicate. And for this young season with so many young guys, I felt like I couldn't be as helpful as I wanted to be. It was just a great environment for us to have this early in the season. You know, a lot of good players made big shots. It was great for us to do a good job on their best player. You know, holding her to 12 points felt like a win. We knew that was a priority coming in. So, you know, as a coach, you want to be really good every chance you get, but I know it's a process, and this was a step forward from the last time we played, and we'd have to keep moving forward.
You talk about the stretch where they tied at 16, and then Alyssa made about 4 plays in the next minute to just get you guys going.
Yeah, you know, Alyssa is so relentless. You know, I know she's what, a plus 20. I mean, when she's in the game, we have opportunities to make plays on both sides of the ball. You know, I think when we were able to go to her in the low post a little bit to open her up, that was helpful. But yeah, you guys are seeing Alyssa Usby do what Alyssa Usby does.
Courtney, obviously, late in the game, Laila's obviously, next to you.
Yeah.
Series of, knocking down 3-pointers, things like that. Had the one stretch, it was the block followed by the 3-pointer on the other end. Just how much of a lift did she kind of give today, and just, how have you seen her coming along recently in practice?
Probably in a 4-month period, probably one of the most improved players I've coached. I think sometimes you talk about confidence. Confidence comes from skill development and skill work and skill improvement. She's much better with the ball in her hands. She's shooting the ball with better rotation. She understands the defensive rotations better. I mean, she's just a better basketball player, which of course now makes her more confident. Her athleticism is a great add to our program. She's a shot maker, and that's great. And we hold her to a high standard, so when we ask her to make adjustments, she does that. So really, really, really proud of her. She had, as you know, a red shirt last year, which was a bummer, but really from June, you just sort of said, no, I guess from April.
Yeah.
From April, she just knew that she wanted to be better and put a lot of time in.
And to go off that for Laila, from April to obviously today, can you kind of just describe the process of getting back healthy, getting back comfortable, into obviously getting to playing shape and doing the things that you've been doing first 3 games of the season?
Yeah, it was definitely an adjustment. Going into April, it was kind of just like in between seasons. You're doing a lot of workouts and stuff, and I was just still trying to figure out where I would fit and everything. And then going into the summer, I think was my biggest part of this. I think just getting up and down a lot with these girls, and also they're great teammates. They always try to make me feel comfortable as well. It was really a group effort. I don't think I could have gotten where I've gotten without my teammates and also my coaches. It was just a lot of skill work, a lot of development, just hustling and stuff like that. I knew that for me, I would have to try to get my minutes and stuff, making plays on the ball, hustling defensively and stuff like that. And I feel like that's where I started to show myself more in practice and stuff, and that's why I was able to do what I did today.
Yeah, Laila, you told me media day that you could make the 3, and you look confident on it. Has that always been there in your game at the high school level, or is that something new, or tell me about it?
I would say, more my senior year for sure. But I definitely knowing my size, it's really important for me to be able to stretch out the floor and everything and be able to shoot from the perimeter. So I kind of knew that coming in, so I focused a lot on it.
What was going through your head when you scored all those 8 points in the 4th quarter, really showing confidence?
I don't know. I was just shooting it when I was open. I mean, my teammates were able to get me really good shots, so I was like, I might as well reward them for the great passes and the great looks that they were getting me. Just trying to have confidence in myself and know that I put in the work to make these shots.
Courtney, Maria, India update?
Yeah, I mean, we feel fortunate that obviously India's warming up, so that obviously means something. And same thing with Maria. She's day to day. We look forward to having a full roster soon.
And what are you calling that? Is it a knee or lower body?
It's lower body kind of fatigue. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. But you can talk to her about it.
What about India? What do you call
India's very soon. Yeah, very soon too. Yeah, they're both day to day. India's had a boot on. She kind of had a little ankle tweak, and we just don't want to rush it. It's early in the season, so it should be fine.
What is your evaluation with Block getting the start?
Yeah.
Sierra getting a lot of time in the 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next man up, right? With us sitting Maria, we felt like we needed to make sure that those guys get more and more comfortable, which makes us deeper when Maria's back. But tough environment. I mean, it's a great environment. A&T did a lot of work, and they've got a lot of pride in their program. And so as a result, that's a lot for these young guys. A lot of these kids on this roster haven't played college basketball, and they got a great first road game to have experience.
Courtney, I know it's, of course, early in the season, figuring out lineups, things like that. What did you like from Triana Chris in that starting lineup earlier tonight?
I think she's got some more size than Grace has, but also having Grace come off the bench, knowing that we were going to sit Maria tonight, that we'd have a little bit less experience then. And so having someone with, in her 5th year off the bench gave us kind of that experience that we felt like we needed. So it's not always about the first 5, it's about how they all play together. So that was what we went with.
What about the slow start to a couple of games so far? Obviously something you need to solve Friday night. Is there a common thread on there? It's just, how do you evaluate?
I'll have to watch it. I mean, I felt like we were a little bit of a deer in headlight. We missed some open shots. They play with a lot of energy. I mean, one of their guys made their first 3 on the year. So we were sort of wanting her to take that. So, I'll have to watch it, but it's not. I like the adjustments we made from a game out. Like they're better now than they were last game, and they're better the last game than they were the first game. And that's with this young team. I just want to be. We have those experienced core, but of course with India and Maria out, it's not such an experienced core. And again, what a great environment. So I think it just took them a minute to find their footing.
Coach, can you talk about the early season schedule? 3 teams from North and South Carolina to start the season. Was that intentional to play those teams and give them that look, or want to stay close before the UConn game?
First of all, hi. It's good to see you.
How you doing?
Second of all, what a great. I mean, A&T's got a great tradition. They're picked to win their conference, right? So that's a game we wanted to play, and the fact that we're going to be in Greensboro again on Friday made sense to come to Greensboro to do that at this time of the year. Wilmington, that's where one of our players we knew pretty early. She's into marine science that she would be. So that was an important game. And then the opener, we just knew we were going to have all these faces. So it's a little bit, it's designed a bit. But I like that we've got a real mix of local teams as well as, this is a team that we expect to win your conference, so we want to play them early on the road.
Laila, from your perspective, I guess what are some of the next steps for this offense to kind of get to that next level? Of course, there's a lot of you guys are new, and obviously you being first timers. What are some of the next steps for this offense?
I think, like Coach said, we're a very young team. We kind of just need to get more comfortable, like running offense and being more fluid and stuff. I think skill-wise, we have all that we need. We just need to become more comfortable with one another. It's only our 3rd game, so we have a lot to go. We just need to be able to gel a little bit better offensively.
Courtney, did you like the tempo? Did you play as fast as you would have preferred in this game?
Yeah, I thought we passed advanced really well. I mean, we don't take contested threes. That's not really a shot we look for. So to take 31 threes mean we were able to get out and run and win the paint to get great looks. And so, yeah, I think we want to be able to play fast because we can play a lot of guys. The pace on offense, it was more when we weren't sure how to attack the zone that was a bit frustrating. But then I look who's in, and I'm like, I get it. This is maybe the first time they've seen a zone, much less it's the first time she's worn a Carolina blue uniform. So I have to be a little more patient than that.
15 steals. How big was forcing turnovers all night for rebounding from a pretty slow start?
Yeah, huge. 21? We forced 21 turnovers. We won 7 of the 9 50-50 balls. We had 11 on-ball deflections. We held their best player to 12. I mean, it has to happen on the road. It has to. Your defense has to travel. We didn't think we defended as well as we can over a 40-minute period the last game out. So, I thought they made the step that we needed on that end today.
Any other questions? Great, thanks everyone.
Good luck the rest of the way, you guys.
Thank you.